Hey, community group leaders and teachers, I hope you're doing well and having a fabulous day. Hey, I'm excited to introduce this week's Leadership Minute. This is one more tool we can have in our tool belt to lead more effectively. Throughout the month of July, I actually want to take a pause from what we've been doing with our Leadership Minutes, and instead of just looking at ways we can grow our groups, I want to look at who God is. Because as we look at who God is, as the author and perfecter of our faith, as the finisher of our race, as the one who initiated the work of salvation and completes it in us through what Jesus did through the cross, we can see things of incredible hope that not only fill our souls, but have the opportunity to impact the way we lead other people. And so we're going to look at 4 different things that Scripture says about who God is to see how that can impact us and impact those that we lead. Today, I want to talk about God as Father. Jesus himself, when he invited us to pray, he said, pray in this way, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name. He said, our Father, our Daddy, our Abba. God is a good God and a good Father who deeply loves us. Paul writes in Ephesians that God has such a rich, lavish love for us that he went to great lengths to die on the cross in order to free us from sin. He demonstrated that love in sending Jesus to the cross and then allowing Jesus to rise from the dead to pay for the penalty of sin and free us from the bondage of sin and death. And then he grafted us in when we said yes to him as sons and daughters of the King. We're children of God. That means, number 1, we can approach the throne of grace with confidence, as the author of Hebrews says. Number 2, we can build a thriving relationship with him, knowing that when we go to him, he's going to look for ways to encourage us, to build us up, to pour into us, to strengthen us, to fill us up with more of him. You know, even Jesus in John 15, as he's talking about the image of the vine and the branches and being connected to him, when we go to God, he will give us life, and that life produces fruit that multiplies and grows and exponentially increases. God designed us to walk with him and to find hope in him and to be identified not by whatever our past is, not by whatever mistakes we make, but instead by our relationship with him. And if he's our dad, man, that makes a world of a difference no matter what else is going on in our world. My challenge to you is find ways to engage with him, to connect with him, to listen to his still small voice as he speaks to your heart and your soul to build you up and encourage you. And then remind other people in your group the same thing, because the truth is that we connect to the Father and we engage with his presence in a greater way, man, it can't help but fill up our souls to such an extent that we're going to see other people that are encouraged as well. If you have any questions about this Leadership Minute or any other tip that we're walking through this month or maybe I've explored in the past, please feel free to shoot me a call or a text or an email. I want to do everything I can to encourage you as a leader, to know Jesus, to grow closer to him, and then to help other people know him as well. So I'm excited for you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will see you again soon. Hey, blessings, friends.